Steve Quayle, I know he doesn't want the credit, but he gets the credit. Last Friday, calling me frantically before he even put out his email alert Sunday, saying there are mercenaries, they're policing people, they're intimidating, they're talking to them about their guns. And I was getting the messages and didn't call him back. I meant to. I just get so much going on. It's like I'm in a batting cage with 100 balls flying at me every minute, trying to swing at them all, finishing up the Charlie Sheen situation with 9/11, finishing up this phase, finishing up Fall of the Republic. It's now on pre-sale at Infowars.com. And then I see the local newscast and everything, and all the pieces went, whoa. If you just joined us, we're going to go to phone calls here in just a moment. You said the locals are getting angry and upset. I mean, they have the local community leader, the mayor, on the news saying, we don't know why they're running the camp. We don't know what it's for. We don't know why they're saying there are police now. I mean, this is on so many fronts. And then you add the part about bring your guns in. We've got to mark them. I mean, this is Red Dawn.
Red Dawn, but I think it's Red Dawn for the whole country, not just Hardin, Montana, okay? Because, again, the thing is that I don't think people get it, okay? The northern borders are being shut off. Ladies and gentlemen, most people, as things break loose, and Alex, on, obviously Texas and New Mexico, Arizona, California, Florida, the entire Gulf Coast, is going to be a landing zone. But I don't think people realize that it's already anticipated that most Americans who will want to flee the tyranny, and by the way, this is an open joke in the international espionage community. It's an open joke that the Americans have bragged about freedom and liberty and their Second Amendment rights, and I've heard them go to me, but it is happening right before your eyes, Steve. This is a guy that speaks Russian, very good English, okay? He says, you wonder how we could put up with it. Look what's going to happen to you. And Alex, that I can't argue, okay? The thing that you got to know, too, this is just coming in from a military source. All military medical training, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, is being moved to San Antonio and it's being moved out of all the D.C. area and other target cities. So I'm telling you, point blank, we are going to see a false flag event. I don't know if it's tied in with the Israeli-Iran thing. I don't know, but I'm telling you this. It's not just going to be a single issue. It's going to be multiple issues concurrently going off at the same time.
Steve, this is so incredible. We found a bunch of YouTube videos of this giant federally FEMA-built center. The locals say we don't know why foreign mercs are manning it or posing as police. We're going to get those added to Paul Watson's story that's on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. We're going to post that again as our top story. I want to go to some phone calls now from people that say they have specific intel on this or other similar areas. Steve in Texas, you're on the air with Steve Quayle. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Alex. I want to let you know, and Steve also, I actually, once I saw this article on your site and heard you report it, I watched the video and everything, I actually got the information. I sent you a fax about an hour ago because I couldn't get through. I called the Bighorn County, Montana Sheriff's Department, and I'll give you that number again if you want it. I had it on the fax, but I talked to a woman that works directly with the head sheriff. She said he wasn't in today, and I brought this up, and when I politely mentioned to her, I was very polite, that of being made aware of the APF invasion of Hardin, she immediately responded, "It's fake." I said, "What?" She said, "It's fake." I said, "Ma'am, I saw the newscast there. They have vehicles there with this logo on there saying Hardin Police." She said, "Well, that's been taken off the vehicles," as if that made it okay. And I just told her politely, I said, "Ma'am, I want you to please let the sheriff know he's sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution. What this is a violation of his jurisdiction, and if he doesn't tell these people to hit the road and oust them, he is guilty of violating his oath." And
stay there. Tell me what she said. I've got your facts right here.
This is the shipping version of the Liberty unit. It's the basic unit that we work with. It consists of 14 cases and a pail of sprouting seeds and a sprouter. Extremely well balanced, and this is the one that we adjust for special dietary needs. like diabetics and people with gluten intolerances. Also, those who are concerned about not having any soy products or textured vegetable protein, this is the unit that we adjust for special needs. All of these one-year supplies are extremely well balanced. They have all the fruits and vegetables and dairy products, everything that you need for a normal diet, and it fits most people. But if you have special needs, if you're a vegan, or if you're a diabetic, or have gluten intolerances, please call us directly and we'll be able to adjust your unit to fit what you need. The 800 number is 800-810-4441, and that will get our administrative office and we'll help you as best we can.
I told you they're talking about this being a FEMA camp, and we were able to find the newscast that was taken down earlier that Steve talked about. I believe this had to do with Gitmo people, and then I didn't give the guys clear orders. They found the other article, the other video again. This was a separate one confirming this has to do with FEMA. But now they're on the news saying, we don't know what it's for. We don't know why there's foreign mercs here. We don't know why they're saying they're local police. And then Steve's saying they have people telling them they've got to come in and mark their guns down with them. So here's this newscast. And then we were just talking to Steve, and he sent me the facts. He talks to the sheriff's department there in Bighorn, and they say no such things going on. The classic denial response. Steve Quayle, we've seen this over and over again.
Well, it's standard operating procedure. Look, here's the deal. A bureaucrat wants to protect their jobs at all costs. The sheriff is conveniently gone after this story breaks. I'm not saying he's avoiding anything, but look, the bottom line is that it's happening. The bottom line is you can go to my bloody website, stevequayle.com, check out the photo of the day, and those of you that are saying, oh, this is all crap, go collect your G20 paycheck and then probably, swallow a sword or something. Alex, it's happening right now. It's happening before our very eyes. It's not just happening in Montana and Wyoming, but this thing in Hardin is the most visible because that was the city of Hardin who wanted to fill this unusual prison complex. And by the way, in Bozeman, we don't have enough space for our prisoners. Most of Montana, even as the local state prisoners, we don't have enough room for. So the thing that's interesting is that there is a reason why this thing was built, and the funding for it should. How does a little town like Hardin come up with $27 million to build a thing? Somebody says a bond offering. Somebody has to buy those bonds. If you follow the money, you follow the intent. The money indicates the intent. So I don't care if one man lies, another one swears to it, and everyone says, yeah, these guys are telling the truth. A lie is a lie, and it is what it is, and it's happening, and the people that are absolutely behind the American police force are absolutely known to the intelligence community. It is a major black op connected with martial law and the imprisonment.
Well, Steve, we know in Serbia they've had black sites, the secret ghost sites with the kidnap, snatch and grab people.
Absolutely.
We know that they're in Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Pakistan. We know they're in Egypt. We know they're in Germany. We know they're in Poland. We know they're in the Czech Republic. We also know that they are in other areas. And so this fits the classic MO where they use these private ghost contractors to run this.
Well, and I think that's the thing that people got to do. By the way, Alex, the whole world, when it comes to someone admitting that a surreptitious plan is underway, goes into the I know nothing mode, okay? What's the best way to get off the hook? You just play dumb. I'm sure the caller who called that person...
I know nothing.
They know nothing. And the answer is, many times, due to their compartmentalization, or
Come on, Schultz.
they don't know.